What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for coming back to another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about Star Wars The Mandalorian Season 1 Episode 2 Chapter 2. I really love the fact that they're just calling these episodes just Chapter 1, Chapter 2 instead of giving them titles. I don't know, there's something about the simplicity that I just really enjoy about this. But yeah, guys, we are now on the second episode of the new and first ever live action Star Wars show. I am so excited about this series, and if you watched my video for the last one, you know that I loved the first episode. I really enjoyed it. I really love the intrigue and the mystery that it left you with, and I'm just super excited to be able to just know that there is a live action Star Wars show that I can wait for new episodes and just be excited for it. And so on this first week of the show, they actually told us we would be getting 2 episodes. I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning, which is why I'm in my garage to watch the episode. Everybody else in my house is dead ass asleep. So once again, I am here in the garage. Sorry for the bad lighting, but it's the best place that I can kind of just be a little bit noisy and be alone. And what I'll say right out of the gate about this episode is I really enjoyed it. Again, another great installment into this franchise, Star Wars as a whole, and into this episode. I really enjoyed the intrigue and the mystery that the episode is still leaving you with and setting you up for the future. However, I will go ahead and say for me, this episode wasn't as eventful as the first episode. I thought it was a good episode. I definitely enjoyed it. A lot of charm, a lot of little cute moments, a lot of moments. It's the little moments in this episode with the silence and the kind of just stoicness of the Mandalorian that kind of just gives you this new vibe to his character that you didn't see at the beginning of the first episode. And I'm very curious to see where they take this. Like I said, I didn't find this episode to be as eventful as the first episode, but I really enjoyed it. Again, what really just blows my mind about this series is how beautiful it looks. It's beautifully shot. There's something so unique about it, something that's so classic, traditional Star Wars in the way that it's edited, in a lot of the ways that it looks and it feels. But with the music and the overall look, tone, and vibe, as traditional as it feels to Star Wars, it also feels very unique, and I really enjoy what Jon Favreau is doing with this series. Like I said, I felt like this episode doesn't really have too much to talk about. There is maybe like 1 or 2 really big key moments in this episode that I felt will be big spoiler topics that people will be afraid to talk about. But for the most part, this felt kind of just like a fun episode. There was a lot of little silly moments, some stuff that I think a lot of Star Wars fans will get a chuckle out of and a nice smile out of, but nothing that I felt really drove the story super forward. Now, there are moments that you can tell are definitely going to be pivotal as things go on. In no way, shape, or form do I want to paint this episode as useless. I really enjoyed it. I thought that it really did do the things that it needed to do at the right moments to really expand the story and take things to the next level and leave you with that mystery and that intrigue. I just felt the episode wasn't as eventful as the first episode, but this is an episodic series and I'm really excited to see where they take it. So for me to just have it 1 episode that was just a fun Star Wars adventure is totally fine with me. It does not take away from it for me. I'm really excited to see what they do with the next episode, and my only hope with the next episode is because of the fact that this is not going to be a season that has too many episodes. My real big hope with it is that they really start to dive into the major plot that will really drive the rest of the series, because I really want to see what this whole season will really be about. Obviously, we know the basic gist, but yeah, for the most part right now, we haven't really gotten too much as far as this episode that really is driving the narrative and the plot forward. I think the very end of this definitely leaves us in a place where it's going to start getting to that, and I definitely felt like that's where it was setting us up for, and I felt like we needed this episode. This episode was just fleshing out what we saw at the very end of the first one and giving you a little bit more time with that in a very small and contained setting to give you that time to kind of feel and get attached to what's going on. And I really enjoyed the charm, the cuteness, and the fun adventure feeling of this episode. However, my hopes for the next episode is that it dives a little bit deeper into what the big overall narrative will be. But on an overall level, I really enjoyed this. This is another great installment to Star Wars and to The Mandalorian. Again, I love the practical effects as well as the really seamless blend with CG. And when CG is used, it looks good and it really is consistent with the feel and tone of the episode. I love what Jon Favreau is doing with this series right now. I can't wait to see what episode 3 has in store for us. I have also been playing Jedi Fallen Order, the new video game that just came out. Super excited about that. I've already logged in about almost 3 hours into the game. Super excited to get further into that game and talk to you guys all about it. I will be doing a full review on Jedi Fallen Order once I complete the game. So you guys can expect to see that one a little bit further down, because I don't want to rush the gameplay. I really want to play everything I can and just kind of kind of soak up every experience of that gameplay before I give my full overall opinion on the game. So far, I'm loving it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a really challenging Star Wars game compared to other ones. I really enjoy how you really have to go into every single combat situation with a little bit of ease and kind of realize, hey, I can't rush this and go button mashing. So I enjoy that about it. It's definitely challenging, a little frustrating sometimes, but I enjoy it. That's all I'll say about that right now. But yeah, guys, what are your thoughts on the second episode of The Mandalorian? Leave those comments down below. Let me know, guys. I really enjoyed this. I hope you guys did too. And make sure you guys hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. It really helps out the channel. And consider subscribing if you enjoy this kind of content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.